Last story of the night, and it is spicy, okay? Ooh, fucking, fucking fuming, okay? We have Xanderhal. If you don't know who Xanderhal is, he's like the political commentator or whatever the fuck, right? And his girlfriend. Now, they broke up, okay? And it's been quite ugly, all right? And I figured we'd read this twit longer that his girlfriend put out. All right, so having to type this on my phone, so please excuse shitty formatting / typos. Not happy about having to do this, but I don't have any other choice. I have a few weeks ago, Alex, aka Xander Hall, ended our 2.5 year relationship by dumping me with a text message. That's fucked up, Xander Hall. I'm gonna have to publicly condemn you for breaking up over text, because I'm a manly man, and that's fucked up, man. What the freak? What the shit? While I was at work, he accused me of cheating on him, being a drug addict, and stealing from him. For the record, no, I did not cheat on him. I've used recreationally many times in my life, a fact I've never hid from him. But the only things I'm addicted to are cigarettes. Okay. Addicts never say they're addicts, okay? Like, I'm just, I'm just saying, addicts never say they're addicts, okay? And also, this person's like a public figure, right? They probably wouldn't want to publicly admit that that they cheated on him, right? It's not in their best interest, okay? Like, I'm just saying. And I wasn't stealing from him either. A couple of months back, my car was broken into while I was at work, and my laptop was stolen, along with my purse that was in my trunk. I did 100% of the grocery shopping and household errands for us. Alex's debit card was in my. Wait, oh. Dude, I thought. Didn't Xan. Okay, I guess Xander. Dude, this is confirmation Xander Hall got smart, okay? Because if you remember a while back, Xander Hall's PayPal got hacked into and they stole all of his fucking money. Okay? And when people asked him like why all of his money was in a PayPal account and not in like a debit and not with a bank, he was like, I use PayPal, not a bank. So he got smart. He's using a debit card. Good. And it got stolen still. Dude, that's awesome, man. No, it's not awesome, but Alex now believes I made up everything about the break-in and that I just sold it for drugs or something. I did not know where he got this idea because he won't have a real conversation with me about any of this. When he tried to dismiss anything, I tried to say by calling me a master manipulator, effectively shutting down any kind of dialogue. Dude, you could be manipulating me right now, okay? I don't know. Just saying. When he demanded that I come home from work and pack up my cat Luna, everything I own, into my two-door Ford Focus, for the base Ford Focus runner. I have a Ford Focus. That means everything she's saying right now is 100% fact, and I believe no, no, and move out instantaneously. When I explained to him there was no way I could just move out that quickly, he threatened to rehome my car unless I came and got her right then. I wasn't going to drag my 13-year-old cat around around the desert in the summer heat while I tried to figure out what I was going to do. So I told her she was staying there for a while staying there for the time being, but that I would try and stay away as much as possible. For the next couple of days, I couch surfed and slept on my car, only stopping at the house to see Luna change clothes. That's why. That's so weird. I don't know. I guess I don't understand. At some point while I was gone, Alex packed up his computer and moved back into his mom's house, where he did take Luna with him. This is the only. On his way out, he also decided to completely trash our bedroom. Amber Heard moment? Nah. Which was more or less meant to. He trashed my room. I didn't hear from him all except for when he would text me to complain about how awful his mom's house is and how she wouldn't let him go anywhere. Bro, isn't Xander Hall like grown as fuck? Why is he like? I get he's underneath his mom's house, bro, but like, you can't leave, man. Is your mom really like that fucking strict, dude? Jesus Christ. And he would say how he is miserable because she won't get him any vapes or weed cartridges. Good one, dude. Dude, Xander Hall needs all the liberals need vapes and weed to survive. Okay, this is part of the liberal agenda. You don't get it. Every time I would ask about my cat, he would just say, he would just take her because the AC wasn't working, and it's not like I kidnapped her. The AC was only broken for a single night. Bah, bah. I started sleeping at home again, but didn't see Alex at all. The first couple of days I spent trying to clean up my room. He nearly made it impossible to even walk through, When I would try and contact him, it usually went unanswered. I frequently asked him to bring Luna home, but it was ignored. Probably around a week and a half ago, he suddenly reappeared without Luna to pick up some more stuff, and he was turning into the he was turning into the keys. He's turning the keys to the apartment the next day, so I had better be moved out by then. I didn't make very much money. Rental prices are unbelievably high. Getting my own place right now would be extremely difficult. His mom started texting me demanding I put all my stuff in a storage unit and presumably start living out of my car full time. She told me I should just move to a Big Bear despite me not being able to afford rent there either. Not having a car, I could drive safely there in winter, not having a job up there. I told them I would move as soon as I could, that wasn't going to be possible tomorrow. I mean, yeah, that's probably fair. I'm pretty sure they live in Cali or some shit. So it's probably mad expensive for them to fucking, for her to just pick up and move. That's probably, unironically, like, not feasible for her. I had a show up in, that's not a real place, on Saturday, but I had found a couple of people to help me get back a storage unit and start moving some of the non-essential belongings into it. When I got back into town, one of my friends who agreed to help me wanted to see my show and also needed a ride to something this last week to see his girlfriend. So we rode up to the show together. Our plan was go straight to that place after the show, and he spent Sunday with his girlfriend, and then he would head back to Palm Springs. After dropping his girlfriend off at home, we were parked in a parking space and about to start the drive home. When a cop pulled up behind us, blocking us in a space, the tags on my car were expired because I haven't been able to afford to pay them yet. So I think that's why they stopped me in the first place. The friend with me is currently on probation, meaning any vehicle he is in can be searched without a warrant at a cop's discretion. They decided to search my car and found some drugs that my friend had with him. They arrested him and initially were planning to let me go since they found his belongings and took responsibility for them. Then, after putting him in the car, I heard one of them mention to the other that since it was my car, they could book me too if they wanted, so they might as well. Bruh. I mean, dude, okay. You claim earlier not a drug addict, and you just you're not a drug addict, and then your friend who's on probation for presumably using drugs beforehand is caught with drugs. Like, really? Come on. Like, this is like there's multiple factors like as to why I'm more inclined to believe like Xanderhal, right? So that's how I ended up spending 5 very long cold days in a holding cell. It was incredibly shitty, so much so that I managed to make it all stressful problems waiting for me at the end of the tunnel seemed not so bad after all. When they finally released me, I was in the same clothes I was wearing 5 days earlier, and I had little less than $200 cash and literally nothing else. The police left everything else in my car while they impounded it. Luckily, I was able to get a hold of another friend who was willing to drive me all the way to Banning to pick me up. I tried calling both Alex and his mom, but neither of them answered. Alex had also blocked me on every social media on platform. I have no idea whether or not he knows that I was in jail, but I didn't assume he would care at all if he did. Now I don't know, that's kind of shitty. Like, Xanderhal still has this person's stuff, like this person's cat, and, you know, and some of this person's stuff, and he just blocks her. Like, I get she's probably being annoying as shit, but like, come on, man, you gotta work with her a bit. Friday afternoon, my friend pulled into a complex to drop me off. I was excited to take a shower and put on a clean change of clothes until I discovered that Alex and his mother had changed the locks and turned the keys into our property manager while I was stuck in jail with every single thing I own still inside. I mean, I don't. What'd you expect them to do? You were gone for 5 days, right? I mean, I guess they probably should have reached out to you, but still, like, you know. I do not have a single article of clothing other than the tank top and pants I was wearing 5 days ago, or a toothbrush, or a hairbrush, or a phone charger, or literally any basic necessities. Not only that, but I have no idea how I will get anything on my own back. My mother's ashes are every single thing I have to remember my father with. My family photo albums, my mother's jewelry. My parents are both dead. I don't have any family, and I know Alex knows how much that stuff means to me. Sorry, my cat's fucking around. I know he has heard me say a dozen times, at least, that Luna is the closest thing I have to a family, and that I don't know what to do without her, but I've had 13 years of bottle feed her when she was a kid. I haven't seen her in weeks. You were in jail. What? I, I don't know. I've tried to contact him and his mother in every possible way that I could think of since I was released from jail. I even messaged his editor, but I was ignored by them as well. I sent cash to pay for 2 nights at the cheapest motel I could find so that I could at least be inside while I try to figure out what to do from here. I check out in the morning and I haven't come up with any more solutions than I've checked in. And I'm still the same dirty clothes. I spent the $20 I had left on a phone charger and some fast food. Jail isn't vegetarian, so I had hardly eaten all week. Every day my car sits on it. Come on. Really? Like, why didn't you? It isn't vegetarian, so you didn't eat it. Like, you can. Personally, if I was in jail, bro, I would probably make an exception. Like, come on. Every day my car sits inside an impound lot in Temecula, I don't know. It is less likely I'll ever be able to afford to get it out. Essentially, Schitt's Creek, no paddle. To be clear, I'm not saying all or even most of it is Alex's fault. He isn't required to help me, but it feels like he is trying to make the hole I'm in impossible to dig my way out of. I'll admit, since I started working outside the house, I haven't been as good a girlfriend as Alex has been. 2 years prior, during 2 years of COVID, I was the same at home, constantly available to call and help him with anything he needed. I was mostly happy, but I told him many times I felt lonely a lot of the time. Alex is a lot better at talking about himself than he is at listening, and most days he would hardly come out of his room. When I started working again, I made some friends and stopped being at home as often, which made me happier but him miserable. I should have tried harder to find a healthy balance where we could both feel good about it, but I don't feel like I deserve to have my cat and everything I own be taken from me. Nope. You were a bad girlfriend. It's over for you. Everything you own is currently gone, dunzo, including your mother's ashes. all of it's gone. So if you had wondered where I'd been or what happened to me, now you know. I've got to be out of this motel room at 11 in the morning because I can't afford it, and I'm out of money, and I'm still incredibly hungry. I think the only thing keeping me from a giant anxiety attack is exhaustion. I'm going to put my Cash App info in my bio just in case anyone is available to help out. None of you are under any obligation, of course. Please do it if you don't want any strain of, yeah, whatever. And holy shit, Alex, call me please. You have my cat, and I know you aren't this cruel. L. All right. Now, Xanderhal responded by saying, "You stole my money and spent it on a secret meth addiction and got out of jail. We broke up over a month ago. This is a sad attempt at extorting me. More info coming soon." I mean, shit, man. I mean, I guess this kind of proved, I think, yeah, I guess this kind of proves that she's at least done meth before, okay? Now, meth is very addictive, right? So I have a hard time believing that, you're using this, like, super recreationally, okay? Like, come on. She's mad I moved out of the apartment after our breakup and wouldn't provide her housing and bail out of jail after she and her new boyfriend got arrested for ID theft and meth possession. Yeah, dude, if this guy had fucking meth on him, like, it's very obvious why why the cop would arrest both of you guys, especially, like, because you have a previous meth charge, right? And you're in a car with somebody with meth. Like, it's very obvious why this person would fucking suspect you and also arrest you. She's been threatening to go to Twitter with this for a couple of days now because I'm ignoring her messages, but, like, I'm not paying my lying meth addict ex-girlfriend's bail or rent, LMAO. Now, I kind of agree. I understand where he's coming from. But, he should probably just stay in contact so he can return some of her shit, right? Come on. Now, this person says, for the record, I attempted to be the middle person in contact between Zan and Lily, but she didn't wait until Zan's approval before making this public, or this has been ongoing for some time. Note the date of her VGG. All right, and then this is the first mention of the cat. So you will not be following the order to vacate the apartment left on the door. I just called Chloe and she said she never messaged you. And he said he never messaged you. So I'm actually just confused at this point. Can you please screenshot it and send it to me? Or you can figure out what's going on. Can you please call me? just for a minute. I'm not trying to manipulate you, I swear. I'm just really fucking lonely and I miss Luna and I'm scared and alone. I just want to hear your voice for 1 minute. Please, please, Alex. Begging, coping. Oh. Yeah. So then Xanderhal quote tweets somebody saying, her belongings are safely in storage and will be given to her when I see her next, with a police escort putting her in cuffs. Oh. She got me a she got me, so I had to put her scuff somewhere while she was in jail. Her cat is safe and fine. I see her on stream and she'll get her back soon too. So yeah, I mean, as long as he's giving it back, I don't really care. I'm more inclined to believe Xanderhal based off everything that's been shown. She had a previous, she claims she's not an addict, but she had a previous charge put against her, and she is friends with an addict. She is friends with somebody was on probation and who has had meth in the car, right? Like, I don't know. There's no real proof of any of this, but based on from what we've seen, I'm very much more inclined to believe Xanderhal. For the record, Lanny is not an animal abuser. She loves her cat more than anything. She's just a homeless right now and is about to go back to jail. So I'm trying to ensure the cat is safe. Good guy, Xanderhal. There we go. And Xanderhal is currently working on a full video to respond to this and explain everything. He's gonna completely destroy this meth addict. Okay, she's done for.